Hi everyone, my name is Paige Holm and I just wanted to take a few minutes and let you know a little bit about me and let you know how I got into Beachbody, how I decided to become a Beachbody coach, and then a little bit of history as far as my history with fibromyalgia. I was misdiagnosed in 2007 with rheumatoid arthritis. And this was all after I had really been working out hard in the gym and I was having a lot of problems with my hands. And so, because of my friends and they were hearing me complain all the time, I decided to go ahead and make an appointment to see my primary care physician. On that appointment, I told him what was going on and you know, kind of told him, with me being a nurse and having a nursing background, I just said, hey, can we just draw a rheumatoid factor? A rheumatoid factor is what they draw to not confirm rheumatoid arthritis, but if your RA is high, if your rheumatoid factor is high, then that could warrant that there should be some investigation into whether or not you do have it. So he said, yeah, I'll do it, but I really don't think it's going to be anything. I think you're just overworking yourself in the gym. And, I figure I'll call you back in a couple of days and let you know that everything's fine. So a couple of days go by and I'd really not even put that much thought into it. I continued to work out. I was still hurting. But he called me and he said, I'm really shocked. I'm having to call you and tell you this, but your RA factor is 3 times the normal what it should be. So he wanted to send me to a rheumatologist to get a second opinion and have more labs drawn and kind of see where we were going to go from there. So push forward a little bit. I saw the doctor, had all the x-rays, all the tests, everything that you will have. There's no blood work to determine RA. It's basically just your symptoms, and then the doctors just put the diagnosis on it. So with all my symptoms and the other labs that they had ruled out, they determined that I had rheumatoid arthritis. The rheumatologist said I was in the beginning stages of it, and so of course, being on any like they'll put you on cancer medications and stuff for RA, and of course that my diagnosis at that point didn't warrant that. So I basically just took a leave every day and did as much as I could as far as workouts and basically just hurt all the time because I had 2 boys. They were both involved in everything. 2 young boys at the time. They're older now, but they're both involved in sports, and I worked full time. I was a single mother at the time, and so for many years I suffered with what I thought was rheumatoid arthritis, and I was just going to keep progressing and getting worse instead of getting better. Fast forward to November of 2010, I went back to my primary care physician because I didn't want to go back to the rheumatoid doctor. I just, felt like I wanted to see him and see what he thought he could do for me. I told him, I hurt all the time. There has to be something that, can help me. And I don't want to take pain medications. I just want to do whatever I can to feel better without being medicated. So there was a new medication out for fibromyalgia. And he said, you may have fibromyalgia instead of rheumatoid arthritis. There's really no way to determine that, but we'll try this new medication if you want to. And then if it works, then that's great. If it doesn't, then we'll go back to the drawing board. So it wasn't a controlled medication. It was just a new medication, the only medication approved for fibromyalgia at the time. And so he put me on that. And literally within a week, I could tell a huge difference in just my overall fatigue and pain. So I was on that medication from 2010 until actually just recently. So fast forward from 2010 to 2014, and I had always maintained working out. I love to walk. To me, it's just therapy. So I always walked. I did strength training, but I had a recent move, and I had put on about 15 pounds just from a job situation, very stressful position I was in, and the move and wanting to try new restaurants where I had moved to. And so I wanted to basically get that 15 pounds off. I've always been somewhat limited to what I can do, and I always knew what my boundaries were, even though I tried constantly to pass those boundaries. It always would hurt me too bad. Like I tried CrossFit, I tried doing other things as far as working out, and really just my body I didn't think could handle those kind of strenuous exercises. So I saw an infomercial for T25, and my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, he surprised me and ordered it for me. So in January of 2014, I started doing T25, and I could do it. I had to modify a lot, and I still had quite a bit of pain after I did the workouts. So in July of 2014, we decided, okay, we've been hearing about this shake, and at the beginning of all the workouts and the end of all the workouts, it talks about Shakeology and fueling your body with the superfood nutrition that they had developed. And so in July, we started that, and we did another round of T25. Within probably a month of me drinking Shakeology, I could really tell my body changing. I could tell immediately whenever we started drinking it that I had more energy, and I just felt better all the way around. But really about a month into it, I started noticing changes that were so incredibly mind-blowing to me because I wasn't hurting as much. I almost felt like a new person from the inside out. And that has been, 7-8 months ago. And I just thought, okay, by September, I thought if this is making me feel this good, I want to promote this. I want to promote the workouts I was able to do. I want to tell people how good that you can feel if you're diagnosed with a connective tissue disease such as rheumatoid arthritis or fibromyalgia or lupus or the whole gamut of them that are out there. And so I am happy to say that as of December of 2014, I have been off of all of my medications. When we moved to Central Texas, I suffered horrible allergies during cedar season, and for 2 years I had to take 3 different kinds of allergy medications. When I'm drinking Shakeology, I do not have to take any allergy medications. I do not have to take any anti-inflammatory medication. I do not have to take any fibromyalgia medication, and I am able to do my workouts and get through them and push myself every single day. It took a little bit. We started Max 30 on January the 5th, and it really took me a couple of weeks to realize that I can push myself now. I don't have to worry about pain. I get a little sore from the workouts, but that's a good sore. But as far as the pain of having to lay in bed the very next day and not being able to, walk good the very next day, I do not suffer any of that anymore. And so I wanted to create my website to people who are suffering from chronic pain, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, connective tissue disorders in general, or anything that you feel like that is holding you back. And you're scared to try to get into a workout program because you don't think that you're going to be able to do it because of your disease process. And I just want to tell you that you can. If I can, anybody can. I had chronic pain, and I feel better than I think I've ever felt in my entire life. So I just wanted to share a video with you guys, just kind of let you know my story and my history and how I just came to know Beachbody and how I am living pain-free. And I just owe it all to the Beachbody programs and to Shakeology. And I have my life back. And not only that, I have my life back, and I am in the best shape that I've ever been because I am able to do these workouts and complete them and really build muscle and just continue to into my fitness journey. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. And thank you for listening.